Good afternoon, welcome to the first match of the finals for the Chinese regionals, and we're gonna see which one of these two teams, LGD versus TongFu, which one is gonna take home, first of all, the money prize. For number one, it is $1,500, second prize $1,000, but the main prize that these two teams want to get is the invite to the Asia full sponsor ticket. And that is what these teams are gonna be fighting for. And we are gonna see with which heroes they're gonna be doing that for the first game. At least they're not gonna be doing it with a Templar Assassin, a Naga Siren, Rubik, and a Darkseer. LGD is gonna pick up the Batrider, hero that we have of course seen a lot of times. Queen of Pain Bounty Hunter, the first and second pick for TongFu. So having some mid game in both of those heroes, so going for fairly heavy ganking so far with the first two heroes. I mean, how much can you say with only two heroes being picked up, right? But it's gonna be track gold for them. No track gold for LGD because no Rubik, because Rubik is out of the picture already. Let's see what LGD is gonna be picking up next. I mean, are they gonna go for team fight a bit more, or do they want to secure their offlane, or are they gonna have Batrider as their offlane? Of course, we've seen that already as well. And the reason I say that is because normally you see teams picking up about the same roles as the opponent team with their picks, just to make sure that, you know, it's not such an easy job to ban out everything that the opponent still can pick up, if you know what I mean. Well, anyway, they do pick up another, well, actually LGD, I have seen them play Night Stalker mostly in a trail lane, so we might have that one coming off. Jakiro, the support that we have seen zillions of times since the patch, and he is going to be probably supporting the Night Stalker, depending on what else LGD is going to be picking up. Personally, I like Night Stalker being run in a mid solo lane to get his levels up very fast and to make him sure that he's going to be very aggressive at that first nighttime, and then just put Batrider as a solo offlane or something. But we'll see. Like I said, LGD they like to run it as their tri-lane hero to just make him nice, fat, and tanky. TongFu, what are you gonna do in response to these two pickups? Do you also want to pick up your support? There's so many supports in the pool. I mean, Jakiro is like the better one of it, and the rest is a bit on the same line. So it's probably not going to be a hero that heroes that LGD would ban out if they don't pick up a support, and that's indeed the case. So they go for a Dragon Knight, and that kind of reveals their three lanes, because Dragon Knights, of course, together with the Bounty Hunter, Queen of Pain, all three need that farm. So we have a long lane Bounty Hunter, most likely, Queen of Pain still on mid, and a Dragon Knight either on a tri-lane or a dual lane. TongFu already revealing a bit what they want to be going for. The only option for them is there gonna be a tri-lane, or is there gonna be a dual lane and a jungle hero? That's it. LGD is gonna ban out the supports. They don't want to be facing that Shadow Shaman. Tidehunter is gonna be the hero that gets banned out by TongFu. And yeah, for them to ban out heroes, I mean, like I said, that Night Stalker can fulfill multiple roles, at least mid or tri-lane. Batrider, same thing, either mid or long lane. So it's a bit more difficult for TongFu to decide what they are going to be banning out than for LGD. I mean, LGD is just banning out the supports that they don't want to face. It's very simple. And for TongFu, I mean, they ban out the Tidehunter, so they don't want to be getting that team fight in their heads. They ban out the Windrunner just in case there's still a long lane needed. Of course, Tidehunter, we've seen him as a long lane as well, so might be that they thought the long lane for the Tidehunter as well. And to be fair, I mean, mostly we've seen Batrider solo mid and then Night Stalker on a tri-lane for LGD, so they do indeed need that solo lane. But there's so many heroes still in. I mean, Beastmaster, Puck, it's all still possible. Disruptor gets banned out, and we might see a Wisp because of that. Oh, never mind. Enigma's gonna be picked up, so that's gonna be a jungle hero by the looks of it. And then Jakiro, Night Stalker dual lane, Batrider solo lane, only missing a long lane for LGD. As the Keeper of the Light, by the way, was the last ban for TongFu, either as a support, but, well, I personally haven't seen it yet from Asian teams, but Keeper of the Light has been run as a solo long lane. But we're not gonna see that one, so no more speculation about that one. Let's see what TongFu is gonna pick up. Chen and Enchantress, of course, still in the pool if they want to have that jungle hero. Of course, all those non-normal jungle heroes still in the pool as well. I mean, Lifestealer could be jungling potentially, just like a Doom. Talking about unorthodox jungle heroes. But in fact, I mean, Chen and Enchantress are pretty solid heroes, and if they are gonna go for mid game, which with the Queen of Pain and Bounty Hunter, and even with the Dragon Knight, could be there. We might see them picking up one of these. Though, having said that, oh, there's the Life Stealer. Wow. Okay. Curious to see how LGD is gonna be putting their lanes. I mean, Life Stealer could be together with Jakiro on the lane, with Night Stalker mid, Bat Rider long lane, Enigma in the jungle. That could be the case. That could be the case. But yeah, I don't think TongFu is going to be going for a jungle hero anymore, because then they would have a bit of a tricky lane, because they have a lot of melee heroes, and that is pretty difficult on a lane if you're up versus either a Bat Rider or a Jakiro or something like that. But Sand King probably being played as support here together with the Dragon Knight, but they need a ranged support to go along with that. A Venomancer wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, they have the stuns. They don't really have the slows yet, though. Having said that, you kind of need stuns more than anything. With the Life Stealer and the Night Stalker there, I mean, they are both very fast heroes. Hard to shut down. Life Stealer, of course, because of his rage, and Night Stalker because he is just super tanky and fast in nighttime. And slows might then not be what you really want to do. And they're thinking about this. They have still got 15 seconds left into their bonus time. Let's see what they're gonna be picking up.
10 seconds remaining.
Because they have got some team fight. I have got an epicenter in the Sand King, of course, and they're up against the Black Hole. So that's kind of balanced out. And there's a Vengeful Spirit. So something with a stun indeed. And Vengeful Spirit will be the support here. So 3 stuns. If that's gonna be a tri lane, that's going to be a very dangerous trial lane for whoever is on there, especially if it's going to be the Bat Rider, for example. I mean, yeah, you can just try to fly away, but if you're going to perma stunt, that's going to be a bit difficult to do. Let's see who's playing what. By the way, we do have both teams complete. Whoa, camera speed. Both teams are playing with their full roster today, so for the people asking about that, no stand-ins for either team. So that is a good thing right there. We're gonna see Veronica, otherwise known as Chun, playing the Sand King. It's gonna be Hao playing the Dragon Knight, who has a pretty big shield there, by the way. Queen of Pain will be played by Mu. We're gonna have Vengeful Spirit played by Sun Sheng, and on the bottom lane it's gonna be the Bounty Hunter played by Long DD. As I just realized that I have to do that one to make your stream a bit more smooth, and look at that, that's way better. Let's jump ourselves over to LGD. We have SC, or otherwise known as DD, but he's been going under the name of SC for a while now. He's playing the Enigma, looking to be going into the jungle, indeed, picking up tons of clarities. We have Sylar, or the Life Stealer, so he is going to be farming that one up. Already picked up a Dust, so knows he's going to be up against that Bounty Hunter, and going to go very aggressive at that. He's going to be supported by the Jakiro, so DDC is going to be playing that one, and he'll be going towards the bottom lane as well. Mid lane is looking to be going towards a Night Stalker. Yay for me. It's going to be Yao playing that one. With the last one, the Bat Rider, going to be played by Zowie. Or, sorry, Zhao. Sorry, I used to know a person with the nickname Zowie, so that's why. And he has already cleared out this part of the jungle. Making me wonder if he's indeed going to go towards that top lane, or if he rather goes towards in the jungle and leaves the Enigma on the top lane. Or they can't leave the top lane free, can they? But he is just clearing out trees. Maybe he's just helping his teammate Enigma. But normally you would then fly over these 3 trees if you're soloing here and just make sure that that's empty. But we'll find out. We'll find out. Jakiro actually moving towards the top lane. We'll see what they're gonna do. He's gonna board anyway. There's a lonely Bounty Hunter on his way, and he's going to be finding the Life Stealer as well as the Enigma. Already scouting out that they have got a Dust if he sees that Life Stealer. Which he doesn't. Not just yet. But yeah, he's going to be up for a tricky lane, especially if they can go indeed very aggressive with that Dust that Sylar already has in his inventory. Enigma could come out of the jungle with the Malefice, and that would be the end of it. There would be a slow, there would be an Ice Path. And there is not. Oh, there is going to be a rune. Oh, look at that steal. Long DD doing the works. Nice job. Sylar gonna go home. Gonna go towards the bottom lane. Disappointed that he could not manage to pick up that haste rune. Sorry for him. So it's going to be Move versus the Night Stalker. To be fair, I mean, Night Stalker is a very tanky hero in theory. He's going to go for a fast bottle by the looks of it, by the way. But he should be able to survive Queen of Pain's harassment, especially once he gets his bottle. And he'll just use the mana that he has right now to land the Void and get those last hits going. But I don't think if someone's gonna die, it should be Yao, unless Moo makes some grave mistakes here. But in theory, I don't think anybody should be dying. We're gonna have a Bounty Hunter, knowing that he could not be all that active on the bottom lane just yet. It's gonna just try to snipe some experience from the Enigma maybe, and maybe mess up the stack. No, not messing up the stack. Right clicks. I mean, Sylar is just free farming for now, and there is indeed nobody, by the way, on that top lane for LGD. I don't know why, but they seem to think that it's the better way to go. Zhao indeed just farming these jungle creeps. Maybe going towards the top lane once he gets his level 2 or something like that. Could be the case. But Enigma's in the jungle, Batrider's in the jungle, nobody on the top lane. That does mean that Dragon Knight has free farm, and that is something that you might not be willing to give away. I mean, how free farming on any hero is always a bit of a risky thing to do. And then also the Dragon Knight, which is a hero that is already pretty powerful with levels, so he doesn't really need all that much to be really strong with his dragon form. But if you then also give him free farm, then he is of course going to be a very dangerous hero to face. At the same time, Sylar is of course also having free farm, so they try to balance it out that way. And with having 2 heroes in the jungle, I mean, yes, Vengeful Spirit is trying to be in the jungle, she's just stacking and helping his teammate for now, because Sand King might be coming around to do something there. But these 2 heroes, the Vengeful Spirit as well as the Sand King, they are not getting as much farm as the 2 heroes in the jungle for LGD have. I mean, Batrider and Enigma, both of the heroes, I mean, Batrider maybe not so much, but still, both of them are capable of solo jungling by themselves, while the Vengeful Spirit and the Sand King, that's a bit more tricky. They need more time to try and do that, and they need creep waves as well, which they are getting, so that's nice. But it's a difference, and we'll see that probably soon back in the results as well on gold graphs and such. But right now, I mean, gold graphs just say nothing really. Experience gold is like, it's only 100 issues. Bounty Hunter also not getting really any farms. Got 3 last hits for now, and is gonna try to take down some Eidolons. But look at the harassment that these Eidolons can throw out. Ooh, wait a second, smoke up. TongFu gonna come in from behind. Gonna make some aggression going on the Night Stalker. Night Stalker actually already going down to the Queen of Pain. Move, picking up the first blood. Scream did the job. Ganking team. Oh, they know that the courier is there. They're gonna try to snap the courier perhaps. No, they didn't see it. Courier is safe. And the bottle gets dropped as well as the salve. But that is gonna be the first blood. Mid lane, Yao going down. Yao, of course, he had his bottle, but apparently not enough. I mean, hey, he's getting levels. He's not getting that much last hits though. He's 10 for 1 with the Queen of Pain being 21 for 4, so that's not really a surprise, to be fair. But I thought that he shouldn't be able to die. But Yao, still going down, still giving that first blood to TongFu, which now has a lead for 1-0. He's just gotta keep landing those voids, so gonna keep trying to get those last hits with those voids. And when he is level 6, he'll start roaming. Then he has enough of this lane, and then he'll try to gank some people. But if we look at that, like, who are you gonna gank? Bottom lane, it is the Bounty Hunter here, of course, who has not really shown himself on lane. Of course, Sylar still has the dust, so might be able to do something here. Maybe even dive the tower to get the kill on long DD. So that could be an option. On the top lane, there's really nobody who could gank. Oh, wait a second, dust being popped. There's an ice path. The Brad long DD, you are going down, and now it's 1-1. LGD picking up a kill, and it is Sylar that gets the last hit there, and that was Jakiro just helping out with that kill. Very secure lane. He just TP's back in because he can. Dust is on cooldown, and he knows that. 40-second cooldown. There is the sentry ward up by the Jakiro. There was one here as well, but then the lane was pushed out completely, so there's not really that much of a choice. Moo double Demershun, being a bit aggressive here. Yao hiding himself near the tree line. And still trying to get those last hits with those voids. Has got no bottle charge left though, but we'll have the courier coming there. As long DD is now level 2. No, died of course once. We have a push in the meantime coming off on the top lane. Also level 2 on the Vengeful Spirit, level 3 on the Sand King, but more importantly, Dragonite, level 6, Dragon form in the house, and pressure is gonna come off on the tier 1 tower, and no real surprise, like I said. I mean, the Dragonite is strong with levels, and he has those levels. He is level 6, and he is going to be able to take this tower down with a bit of help. We have got, by the way, maybe a gank upcoming here. No, doesn't look like it. With a level 2 Bounty Hunter, that's going to be really difficult to do. But the tower went down. Tier 1, and they're going to continue pushing. I mean, they still have the Dragon form. There's only half time. Well, it was only half the time of the Dragon form, so he should be able to do some damage onto this tower as well. And so far, no support coming in. Now we might have the Bed Rider moving towards there. Bed Rider is, by the way, level 5. With the pressure coming off on the bottom lane as well, we have level 6 upon the Enigma, so that will be a black hole around, and also some pressure, of course, on this tier 1 tower. But they're not going to be pressuring as much as TongFu did, because there's going to be a lot more support income. It looks like maybe Queen of Pain going to go there too, because she is level 7, she has her Sonic Wave, and she has her level 4 Scream. And here they come, Blinkin, Scream, Haste Rune activated, Burrow Strike, hits, Enigma, Ice Path, Dragon Breath, Black Hole hits too, and it is Long DD that goes down. Moo, a lot of trouble for him. Scream still goes off. Sylar now jumps into a creep, eats himself out. Sonic Wave still going through though, hits on Sylar. Sylar goes down, double kill by Moo. And now it is Chan that's still being silenced, but he can't go on it anymore. Yao cannot go on that. It is too risky. With still the Dragonite here as well. Of course, with the Dragon Tail, we knew that the Dragon form was off cooldown, but so no long range stun. But that was not what LGD was having in mind. It is 2 to 3. And with Sylar going down, that marks a big setback for LGD, of course. Because if your carry, your hard carry, the hero that's been free farming goes down, oh, that's a big thing to be happening. Bounty Hunter goes down again, though. Like, he's been dying now 3 times, so that's 3 kills on the side of LGD, 3 times on the Bounty Hunter. Of course, you can say, you know, bad for the Bounty Hunter, and, you know, he's probably pretty sad right now. But the good thing about it is that no other heroes have been going down. Like, everybody of TongFu, apart from that Bounty Hunter, has not died, so has been getting that experience and farm, and not being shut down at all so far. Apart from, of course, yeah, I'm not gonna. It's not really being shut down, but of course the Vengeful Spirit as well as the Sand King, not really shut down, but then again, not really all too farmed either. But yeah, it is. It can be considered an okay thing of having only one hero die every time. I mean, if on the Black Hole they focused on Moo instead of Long DD, that would have been a whole different story. If Moo would have gone down rather than the Bounty Hunter. I mean, Bounty Hunter was level 3 when he was there. What could he do? Sonic Wave still went off from the Queen of Pain. It would be much better to try to kill him off, but they focused on Long DD. And a pause comes up from LGD, so we might have, well, we should have a go again soon. In the meantime, Hand of Might is up on the Lifestealer, so he'll get his experience and farm up a bit faster than the most of the other people. Because nobody else has a Hand of Might, as I think, no. Dragonite, though, I think he would have bought something. He's got 2 assists, he's got Bracer, Power Threats, and he's been free farming for 8 minutes almost. I'm finding it hard to believe that that's all he has. 35 last hits, actually. I got the tower hit as well. Oh well. And we have got Vengeful Spirit, who's got herself some boots, so that's good stuff for her. Let's see what the rest has been getting. Bounty Hunter actually picked up a Sentry Ward himself to probably counterward the Sentry Wards that were placed for him. Could do it here, because then he clears out some wards, but then again, does he really want to go back to the bottom lane where he died now 2 times? Power Threads up on the Queen of Pain, who's got herself all 3 kills that have happened on TongFu so far. So we have got like 1 hero that died 3 times and 1 hero that got all 3 kills so far. So that is a nice balance going out there. Of course, one of the kills she did by herself, the rest she had assist from the Dragonite and the Sand King on the bottom lane. And take a quick look at the graphs. While that gold graph is about even, that's of course also because of the kills are fairly even. I'm quite surprised that the farm is that even. I'm actually gonna just check here, as we see that, well, it's the Queen of Pain that makes a big difference there. Queen of Pain versus the Night Stalker. Queen of Pain getting so much ahead in that mid lane, the Night Stalker not really doing anything. So Queen of Pain definitely winning that mid lane, and that kind of makes up for the fact that the Sand King as well as the Vengeful Spirit really don't have all that much. And of course Dragonite free farming, even though it is the lifestealer that is highest up on there net worth wise. Also of course helping out there is his Hand of Midas. And the fact that he's got 2 kills. Dragonite only 2 assists, even though Sylar of course died once. But yeah, that Queen of Pain making a difference right now for TongFu, and let's see if she can live up to the name now, because she has to continue pulling the wagon together with that Dragonite, because it's not going to be the Bounty Hunter that's going to be doing that. Of course, Bounty Hunters normally don't do that. I mean, you pick up the Bounty Hunter for those tracks. Wait a second. Bottom lane, open wounds, move. No blink yet. Can she blink? No, the silence is still on there, and that is going to be a kill for the lifestealer. Now Chun on the run. Right click's going. Void there, and again, Sylar picking up the kill. Double kill for his lifestealer right now, and they're going to continue pressuring onto the tier 2 tower. And they have 5 heroes here on this bottom lane. In the meantime, though, their tier 2 tower on the top lane went down as well, because Hao is just pushing here, and here comes the Bad Rider trying to pull him back, push him back, and he will go back, but the tower on the top lane, bottom lane rather, wow, confusion all around. That one will probably still go down, or will it? They actually back off with the TPs here incoming. There is, of course, a Dragon Form still on. Dragon Tail could be used there if they want it. There's a Shadow Strike slowing down the Enigma. No Black Hole this time. He's just gonna try to TP out. Won't be able to do so though, because there is just too many disables coming off from TongFu, and they pick up that one. And the Sonic Wave from Mu still picked up the Jakiro as well, who was standing around there. Wow, awesome drawings. And that is 2 kills back in return for well, 4 tower and 2 kills, I guess, but they lost their own tower as well. So again, LGD slightly on the backside of a fight. Though their farm is still there. I mean, Sylar got a double kill out of that encounter, and that's kind of worth it in a way. Tier 1 tower is going to be pressured. It is right now 1 tower in favor of TongFu. And they're actually going to be backing off here. I find it such a shame that Lifestealer hasn't got his wings. I was hoping that it's going to be fixed in a patch. He looks so awesome with his wings, but right now he's just... He looks a bit like a hunchback or something. It's a bit sad. Oh well. Just wanted to point that out. I don't see the Night Stalker picked up that often in competitive matches, so I just want to, every time it happens, I want to... Long DD. He's not going to go anywhere. Lasso, Macropire, and Mu cannot help that, and that was, by the way, a level 5 bounty, and he's almost level 6. They're almost ready to have that track up, and that's of course when he starts, when you start getting that advantage of that bounty hunter. He's gonna try to be around for every kill, land tracks on every kills, and every time you have an exchange, like just happened on the bottom lane, it's gonna be in TongFu's favor, purely because of that track gold. By the way, for the people just joining, this is a best out of 3 between TongFu and LGD, and they are fighting for, apart from prize money for both first and second place, with first place $1,500, second place $1,000. They're fighting, more importantly, they're fighting for an invite, a full sponsor ticket to the Asia 2012. So pretty big prize to be getting here. And that's why these two teams are really trying hard. They're both playing with the full roster as well. Sorry, slightly distracted there for a second. And we're gonna see a track is up. So, Bounty Hunter ready to be roaming around, landing those tracks. Let's see where they're gonna try to find those kills. It's gonna be Mu that's gonna have to look for them. He's got 1800 gold, so maybe he's just wanting to wait until he has his big item up, which he's going for. Which could be, it actually could be just a Aghanim Scepter.
Denied.
To make sure he can throw out a Sonic Wave a bit more. I mean, the Jakiro is going to go down to that very fast every time, just like the Enigma, I think, as long as he doesn't have anything else than he has now. Bedfire, by the way, level 9, I have to say, we haven't seen him that much, apart from that lasso just now on the bottom, in the middle lane. But he's been jungling, and he's got some nice levels up. Let's take a look at the levels. He is actually highest level. That is quite impressive. He's part in 1 kill, has 1 assist, and been part in 2 kills, 1 assist, 1 kill. Denied tower tier 2, but this Bedrider is actually doing really good, and he almost has his blink dagger, so starting to be really dangerous. Bedrider is by himself. I mean, okay, you know what, it's a nice hero and stuff like that, but Bedriders with blink daggers, that's when the danger really comes. So that's when ganking Team TongFu should really show their colors, because that's gonna be difficult to face. Even though, having said that, there's of course a lot of disable coming off from TongFu, so they might just be able to deal with that. Sand King, Bounty Hunter, and the Vengeful Spirit on their way to try to get a kill. Maybe DCC is gonna be the target. It's not gonna be Bedrider for sure. Ward being placed. There's the blink dagger. Is there gonna be more? There is at least gonna be a track. No, not even a track. In the meantime, bottom lane buyback happens because the Queen of Pain went down the bottom lane. Open wounds, rages, and a black hole being used to take care of that Queen of Pain, and the gank on the top lane didn't go on for TongFu. And they are backing off again from LGD on the top lane, knowing that there is more people missing from the map that they might have wanted. And Moog coming back towards the bottom lane has now been set back on under gold slightly, but it's just going to continue farming. And Lifestealer is actually already back into the jungle farming, waiting for the lane to be pushed out. In the meantime, last two gonna come off on How. Mech Repair as well. There's a Dragon Tail. Track going off on the bed rider. They still want to chase it, though I don't think they can. Here comes Sand King as well. They're waiting for a stun, maybe a swap from the Vengeful Spirit, but that's not going to happen. Too fast, too far. And this creep wave that has been stacked by the Vengeful Spirit for a long time is going to be taken down by this Dragon Knight, together with the rest of his cronies. And we'll be getting some solid experience and gold going towards his way. And actually, LGD are also stealing some of the farm. He's got himself some face with paws up there from How, from his Dragon Knight, who is going for his BKB, by the way. Solid build there. I mean, normally you see Dragon Knights BKBs at some point, and then maybe later on. I'm always hoping for that Mjolnir, but we'll find out what he's gonna go for afterwards, as he will probably show us. 2200 gold up on this Lifestealer. Oh, sorry, I like Mjolnir, so I'm also hoping for Mjolnirs on the Lifestealer. Though we normally see just a Desolator and stuff like that, but we'll find out. We shall find out. Let's take a look at the rest of the items. We have the Mechanism complete on the Enigma, who's been part in 3 kills, has died twice. So we have the Blink Dagger, of course, up on the Bed Rider. We already knew that one. We have the Jakiro, also just the same as the Vengeful Spirit, basically, just having those gauntlets, having these boots, this magic wand, and you see indeed the same thing up on the Vengeful Spirit. The only thing that's different is the stacks and that healing self on the Vengeful Spirit. There's the go again. We'll be starting again shortly. And the Night Stalker has himself an urn. It's got his bottles building towards his threads, of course, as well. Moo now coming in. I don't think she realized that Yao was there. Now she blinks away, knowing that she was not going to be safe if she stuck around, because I think she catched a glimpse of him right there. There's the Minster Hammer for the Dragon Knight. Let's take a look at the rest of the items for the rest of the team. 700 gold up on the Sand King, who's got himself some wards, got himself a smoke. Creeps, by the way, are just attacking this middle tower, but that's not going to be much of a threat. But yeah, I think I already went over everybody off the dire side already, right? Yeah, Queen of Pain not picking up anything. Oh, actually, never mind. She has picked up something. Courier is on the way. And there is the Ultimate Orb, so might just be going for a Lincoln Sphere as the first one. To just make sure she's not going to get the lasso, she's not going to get the silence. Great item to have versus the lineup of LGD, that's for sure. She's still going to be hit by the Ice Path and stuff like that, but that duration is just not long enough. She will be able to blink away afterwards, or at least that's what she is aiming for. Of course, Sentry Ward being placed here by LGD in case the Bounty Hunter shows himself. There's going to be 4 heroes around this mid lane. It's actually TongFu who's now roaming towards the top lane by the looks of it. There is the Night Stalker on the top lane. They're going to walk past the Sentry Ward though. Thank you, Skeleton. Let's see, yeah, the Night Stalker already backed off. And the Blink is already there. They knew they were around there, so they're not going to be getting caught out. Now they roam around. Let's see if they can find something in the middle lane. They know that they're there though. Let's see the Blinks coming up from the Night Stalker. Ward being placed. And there's gonna be 4 heroes of LGD in this middle lane as well, so it's gonna be 4 versus 4 if they actually go for it. I mean, I don't think they really are gonna go for it. There's of course an epicenter on the Sand King that we haven't seen yet. Now that he's level 6, might see him wanting to use that one soon. But to do that, I mean, in a full team fight, he's probably gonna get shut down because he just doesn't have his Blink Dagger yet. If he's gonna be going for that at some point, but I don't really think they want to be trying to look for a full-on team fight. Oh, blinking lasso up on John, you're gone. It's Sunshine that's also going to be going down. That's 2 down for the price of 0. And we see DD looking for a black hole. He's not going to find anything though. Nice initiation. Tracks going up. A tier 1 tower will drop. So what I was saying is TongFu is probably not going to be wanting to look for a team fight. If it's going to come, it would come from LGD. And there it goes. They have the initiation with the Bed Rider. track going off on the lifestealer here as well. Long DD cannot do anything but track heroes. Malefice on the Dragon Knight, but he of course has got his Dragon form up. So might be wanting to throw out a Dragon Tail there. Swap being used. Open wounds. That is already the bounty hunter going down. Black hole catches two. There goes on Sheng Hao. Pretty tanky, so at least he stays alive. Sonic Wave goes through. But that's all that Mu can do. He is already going down. Veronica back into this fight. But he goes down as well. Ice Path does not reach Hao anymore. And here comes the blink in from Zhao again. Dragon Tail stuns him. Open wound still gonna be there. Dragon Knight wishes he had a BKB already. Doesn't have it. Bad Rider picks up the kill. That's a team wipe in favor of LGD. And they will take down the tier 2 as well. And in one push they take down the entire team, of which at least the Sand King twice. And also take down 2 towers. So that is a massive team fight in favor of LGD. And up until this point it looked to be very even. But look at that. Bam! Goes up. 7,500 gold. In favor of LGD. Experience of course will already drop, and we already knew that the heroes from LGD were getting more experience in the jungle, etc. Than the heroes of TongFu, but with that fight it's now 10k in favor of LGD, and they are definitely pulling ahead. Armlet up on the lifestealer now as well, of course one of the basic items that lifestealers have, because of that armlet toggle is so strong. 2100 gold up on the Enigma, who could now purchase his blink dagger if he doesn't want to have his BKB first. We have the Jakiro building towards a Force Staff. Maybe next time then his Ice Path will be long enough range. Enigma picking up a blink dagger indeed. I want to have more initiation coming from him. Feels like he doesn't need the survivability of a BKB, even though, you know, there will always be the swap from the Vengeful Spirit of course, but if you make sure that you catch at least that one in the black hole, there's of course gonna be the Sand King. There's gonna be a Dragon Tail. There's a lot of disable coming off from TongFu, to be fair, for those black holes. But apparently he's okay with that. And of course, last black hole he waited until the Vengeful Spirit actually swapped, because the swap that Sunshine did there, like, he swapped from here to here on the lifestealer, not realizing that he actually helped LGD with it. I mean, there were a lot of people standing here, and then the black hole came here, and it was like, okay, this drawing looks crazy, but. You know what I saw, you know what, you saw it too. Smoke off for TongFu now. They want revenge. They want revenge. Let's see if they're gonna get it. Maybe. Night Stalker. It's nighttime though, it's super fast. There's a blink in. Lasso! Sunshine, you're gone! It was a nice lifesteal that was in the Bad Rider. Queen of Pain going down, Chun going down, and that is 340. And what initiation that is! Lifestealer infested in the Bad Rider, jumping out when he blinks. 3 heroes gone down, of which one actually is of course the Queen of Pain, who in theory should be survivable. But not the case this time. Let's see if they're gonna get another tower in return for that fight. It looks like they might be getting that one, because there's not gonna be coming any defenses. Well, Bounty Hunter can just stand around and track people. Dragon Knight picked himself up the Dragon form, gets locked inside an Ice Path though. Flame Break there as well. Open wounds. Dragon Knight pops his now ready BKB. Burrow Strike. Epicenter. And that's gonna be Chun. At least he channels that. Black hole though. Catches 4. And that is 1 down. Is it gonna be more? Dragon Breath going down. It is Queen of Pain that drops. How will be swapped out? But it will be the Vengeful Spirit and How that drop after that. Buybacks happen. Queen of Pain back. Sonic Wave happens. Scream there. Enigma goes down. Jakiro goes down. There will be the Night Stalker going down as well. And right now, Sylar on the back foot. Only one left alive. Can Armlet Toggle turns around. Wants to turn and burn. Long DD. He is gonna go down for sure. Is it gonna be more? He's gonna try to TP out. What a play from Sylar. And the tier 3 tower is still standing. But that fight, even though LGD got wiped out at the end of it, they forced out buybacks. They cleared out the entire team of TongFu. And they showed that they have that team fight under control. I mean, a 4-man black hole. The positioning of TongFu, not where it was supposed to be, for sure. And right now, all they can do is try to hope that they can turtle long enough for the Dragon Knight to be making a real difference. At least now that he has his BKB, he is a pretty strong hero already. But you just saw, I mean, in the duration of the BKB, he couldn't throw out that much damage just yet. The strength on a Dragon Knight is that he can be a tanky hero, throw out some damage, and just all around, just stay alive the entire time and just still do reasonable amount of damage. He is not a hero that, or at least not at this stage of the game, that is all too much of a carry. I mean, he's not going to be the one that's going to be dealing out the damage. He's going to be the one that's going to be staying alive. Bottom lane, Sand King, I'm not sure what he was thinking about doing there, and it was not even a lasso used. And that was the Sand King going down. It's quite surprising, to be fair. He was, it looked like he was going to get help from the Bounty Hunter, but then again, a Bounty Hunter and a Sand King by themselves would not be able to do all that much. Maybe if Moo came around there, I would have been able to do a bit more. They still have Yao here, who's going to be not getting attacked here by Moo, or are they? Track is going to be on there, but no. It's going to be Zhao that's going to come in from the side, though. This time he doesn't have a life stealer in him, so he might just think twice about this one, and he does. It's going to be TongFu that's going to be safe for now. But you see the map control, LGD having that for sure. They can just roam by themselves, they can farm here by themselves without getting afraid of getting ganked or something, and it's, yeah, it is a map control all around for LGD. Even though I have to say, dire wards are there, like they have got wards there. They've just placed these also, so they're trying to get the control back. This is an old ward, but still there. They're trying to get the control back over the lanes, over the farming areas, to make sure that that Dragonite can farm. Is it gonna be enough is the question. I'm not sure. BKB being built up by a lifestealer, a Night Stalker. Confusing. And this is a fake dragon. In the meantime, tier 1 tower is actually a tier 1 tower that's still standing on the top lane for the Dire team. Not anymore, though. Lifestealer taking it down. It was the last tier 1 tower standing on the side of the Dire, and this is also the last tier 2 standing on the side of the Dire. In the meantime, Bounty Hunter goes down, mid lane, Bed Rider picking him off. Sunshine gonna get a Malefice, gonna get a Void, gonna be picked up. You're gonna be going down indeed. By the way, to kill off the Bounty Hunter, they did use a lasso, so they don't have that one anymore, but they just want to continue fighting this middle lane. We have Sylar making his way towards the middle tower again as well. Central Ward being countered because there is a Gem of True set up on the Jakiro. And that's going to be the map control being taken down by LGD. I mean, they know how important that is for TongFu right now. That map control to try to make sure they're not going to get caught out of position again. So they pick up a gem and they take the risk. We have the barracks being harassed here. Dragon Breath going down. Is there going to be more coming up from the Dragonite? Moo is the Sonic Wave as well. There's a Dragon Tail, lands on the Lifestealer. And there's a silence up on Queen of Pain. Has to back off. With the silence, she can't do anything. Epicenter, blink, doesn't do anything. That is a waste from Chun. And it was the melee barracks that they were after. The melee barracks that they got, and they backed off again afterwards. And let's see if they're still going to go towards the mid lane, or if they rather want to take down a different lane, which would not be all too surprising, to be fair. TongFu farming outside their base. This might not be the smartest idea ever. BKB by Yao. It is Sunshine that will be locked inside the black hole as the only one goes down. Moo cannot link away because he is silenced. Malefice going off on there as well. Will there be enough? Burrow Strike hits on 3. Nice one. And that is the Sonic Wave going through, hitting on 3, but it's not going to be enough. Sand King goes down. How on the back foot gets himself into a lasso and will be going down. The GG is called. And the first game goes towards LGD, who after a fairly even start managed to just pull themselves ahead at a speed that is just, I mean, look at the graphs, it is just very fast pulling ahead for LGD. They made sure that their free farming Lifestealer made a bigger difference than the free farming Dragonite. And of course the big difference was the heroes from LGD in the forest that actually got their golden farm up way faster than TongFu did. And I have to say, I'm quite surprised that the laning for LGD actually worked out that way, because they did leave the top lane entirely free. And that's not something that you see every day, and if you do see it, it normally doesn't really work out, or at least in my experience it doesn't. But yeah, this was game number 1. We're gonna see a game number 2 between these two teams, see if TongFu can force out a game number 3, or if LGD is gonna be taking that Asia invite with a 2-0. And of course, they're not only fighting for the Asia invite, they're also fighting for second place money, $1,000, first place money, $1,500. But the main prize here is the invite to the Asia 2012, fully sponsored. So let's see, game number 2 coming up soon. Don't go anywhere. More Dota 2 between LGD and TongFu coming right up.